Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. On first down, Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long here for Rosen. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Rosen will throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now a give. This is Murray. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Leopard!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence that allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And now running. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. That was 2nd down run for Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Robert Nkemdiche in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And complete right side to Cook. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
No, check, Patriot!
They go play action here on first down. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Lucky 56. Gone!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Fighting through pressure. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Rosen. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. And the short one here complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Again, it's Rosen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Rosen. He completes it to Nelson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. Right side caught by Jackson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action. It's Rosen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The Cardinals on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Rosen. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it left side with Murray. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Leopard!
They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They come out here in the eye. They'll go with a big back. This is Olawale. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Rosen will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now it's Jackson. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space for the football man.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Jackson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson from the shotgun, and he's going to go down again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Airing one deep for Crabtree. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Crabtree, the intended receiver. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They're going to look to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Perry in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. fights through, and now a crease. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. From the gun, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Jack, Patriot!
They go play action with Jackson. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And it's 17-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Olawale. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Give them an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They pitch it out to Murray. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Rosen. Right side caught by Jackson. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Leopard! Detroit!
Jackson to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit!
One last shot for Jackson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expecting